Well, Barb, your flowers look beautiful. It's too bad I can't see a lot of them blossoming a little bit longer, or at all, some of them. Here's the van. We're not totally packed. It's a majority. I kind of half packed. Just had an interview, a couple hours spent with City TV here in Calgary, and a fellow by the name Nick kept me talking. And as long as they're going to keep going, I'm going to keep going. So that's kind of my nature. I'll talk and talk and talk until they say enough. But, you know, what can I say? Getting ready to put it all together and get out there. I think a good interview, of course, given so much time, and I liked some of the questions he asked. He was talking about the 7-year-old kid that met Johnny Miles and how that impacted me. 15-year-old kid who was impacted by a car almost losing his leg, and you know, even who I am right now. And one of the questions was, if you could meet yourself, that 7-year-old, what would that be like? And then after the interview, I kind of talked off camera with him about all of that, and I often think about this. And one of the examples, I think I even said on camera, off camera, I'm not sure, but talking about Peter MacKay coming up to me at the end of the Westville Parade and shaking my hand. And I said to them, or what I say about that, you know, he wasn't shaking the hand of a then 38-year-old man. He was shaking the hand of a 15-year-old boy who had overcome accidents and trauma and tragedy and so much to get to the point where here he is, a man, a 15-year-old, 38-year-old man that both at that time walked across Canada and took a bike ride across Canada. And you know, that meant actually Peter doing that for me, as much as I guess he was kind of excited to see. You know, he was pretty excited and congratulated me at that point. But even the other day, I might have mentioned it on a vlog. You know, Alberta built me in a special kind of way, and so did Stellarton, so did Dartmouth and Halifax, and I'm a man of several cities and several towns, and you know, it all makes a part of me, and it is my saying. The moment I think I find myself in another place. And here I was, just way over the other side of those houses in that park that you often would see pictures from it, or I would stop and do a talk there with the city in the backdrop. And I took Nick and his City TV camera over there and talked. And I did talk much about how this city and even the people, even recently, have found me in another place, as I was again finding myself on the edge of a plateau that went into a valley where cars were racing along the Deerfoot, and a river just beyond, and the downtown core. And I've I've been down highways. I've been along rivers. I've been in downtowns of cities and communities and villages and hamlets, roadways, pathways, hiking trails, biking and hiking and walking and jogging and running and skipping and jumping and laughing and crying and here I am again. Where do I find myself right now? Well, between a hello to the rest of Calgary that I haven't talked to, and saying goodbye to the people I have, all at the same time. Such a contrast of that and the feelings and the emotions. Yeah, I find myself in between an interview and the highway, because I'm going to be on it pretty soon. And in between, it's just me packing up thoughts, and I'm about to create new ones. But the more we move others. Well, I call myself a road scholar. R-O-A-D. Don't ask me how to spell scholar. But with my sayings and my insights and stuff. And I think he was touching on it. And I was talking about the 10,000 hour, where it creates the genius that we see in each and every person, where they become their own, they're into a different level, be it a rock star or a movie star. They put in the time, and then all of a sudden it happens, and they won't look back. Or they were even looking at Einstein. Now, he wasn't born a genius, and his teacher probably at the time that thought he was stupid. He probably might have been, but that didn't stop him, and it encouraged him, and he went on. And we know him as a genius. He that barrier that the teacher words that might have went up, he took down quite a few. But they estimate 10,000 hours it would have took him to study those formulas, and even the first formulas. 1 subtract 1 is 0. It started there. 1 plus 1 is 2. Started there. E equals mc squared. I like that formula though. I'll tell you why. Energy is mass. Think about that one. Energy is mass. If it is equal, then it is the same. And if it is the same, energy is mass. I'm heading out on this thought. I like this thought. This thought's coming right into my head right now. I'm going out, and I want to, and as much as these Calgarians that, just even in the last few days, those schools that I went to over the last few days, weeks, going down with Rick and to the mayor's office and watching Rick's energy up on stage, and the energy from those people that were there to get their book signed by him. But yeah, and the individuals along the streets, and hey, those rollerblade or roller skater derby girls, all this stuff gives me energy to make me laugh and giggle, and energy. And City TV and Nick spending 2 hours with me. Energy. His energy. He's getting excited. I was getting, and the energy was just working. One was the catalyst for the other, and I don't know which was what. But I moved. I sent it across the whole entire city. you know, the media. That city showed up. And that's okay. Showed up with a lot of energy. You know, energy equals mass squared. But energy and mass are the same at a rate. The same. That's significant. Because I want to move all of Canada. That's what I want to do. Physically move. Have people move. Have people get out there. Have people energized and moving and moving and moving. Energy equals mass. I want you to think about that. E equals mc squared. Well, okay, the speed of mass. How fast can we move? How much energy can we put in? You know, that's the question. I want to move mass. I want to move with speed. Take that, you know, when mass is moving, you know, and the mass of every Canadian, when it's moving, I'm taking way too long. Let's make some speed here. Let's put the speed into the equation. When you take mass and move it fast, it is equal to energy. And we can energize all of Canada. So I want people to support and move along with me. You know? Yeah, I like that. That's genius. That's genius. You know? Yeah. E equals mc squared. Let's get energized. All right. Ooh, what a thought to start my journey on. I love it. Yeah, it's brilliant. But anyways, I'm not going to ramble on that. But that thought really just came into my head. You know, let's get the masses out there, get them energized, and we'll make things happen quicker. You know. We'll create a more inclusive society where everybody has that opportunity. You know, accessibility to all the knowledge and everything that we can. You know, it's there. E equals mc squared. I'm going to end on that. And I'm going to see you up the road with energy.